So now let's talk a little bit about views and crop regions. Okay, this is a great lesson here. So each view you go into, you've got floor plan view, ceiling plans, 3D views, elevation, sections. All the views of the models, at least, have what is called a crop region, and a title block view, a sheet view, does not. But if you go to almost any model view, you're going to see these two boxes right here. One says show crop region, okay, and one says crop view. These two work together, okay, and I wish the buttons were a little less busy, but what it means is it's like a viewport in AutoCAD. Okay, so right now what's happening is the view, the crop region, okay, is turned off. Okay, it's not even visible, and it's also not really even cropping, I think. So let's zoom out. You see where these markers are? Okay, watch what happens here. I'm going to click on here. Click. All of a sudden, I'm going to turn on, and you're going to see this box show up. If I click, see it says hide it. So if I click on it, it hides it. If I hover over it and it says show it, show it. So hide and show, hide and show. Okay, that turns on and off the visibility of this crop region. Okay, but this button actually says whether it's cropping or not. Okay, if I turn the visibility off or on, that just turns the visibility on and off. This guy actually says whether you crop or not. So right now it is cropping. When I go like this, it's not cropping, or vice versa. I can never tell which one is which. The best way is to pick on the edge of it and watch. If you drag this down, okay, click out, it is cropping, and cropping works differently with annotations. Okay, because these dimensions are staying on because the grid lines are following the crop region and the dimensions are going to the grid lines, but the model itself is being cropped. If I pick on here, go down, okay, I can crop, okay, and then if I want, I can take these guys and turn them off. Okay, so you can do that. Watch. This turns, again, this just turns the visibility of the line. You have to, most people have a hard time grasping this, and I'm not sure why. This only controls the visibility of it. This controls whether it's cropping or not. Okay? This button here on the left says, if you hover over it and it says do not crop, it means it's cropping. Okay? If you click on it when it says do not crop, it'll stop cropping, and then the big red X. So when the big red X is there, it means it is not cropping. So crop, non-crop. Visibility on or off. Okay, you've got to understand that. So now the idea is this. We want it to crop, but we want to just kind of take it no more than what we really need. A little bit more. Okay, so that you do want it cropping, so you're going to crop it. See what happens is these little markers are going to disappear on the outside because you're cropping the region. But I don't want to see the box. Click. Okay, so the exercise here is to go through these 4 views and these 4 views and these 2 views at least, and turn on the crop region, adjust it, then turn it off. So watch how we do this. Main floor. Zoom out. Okay, turn on the crop region. Pick it. Bring it in. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Okay, click out. If you pick on this box and you hit one of these squiggle lines, it splits it. Okay, if you want to bring it back, all you have to do is grab this guy and bring it back and touch it, and it'll go back in. If you mistakenly split this, if you mistakenly split it, if you grab any one of these grips or anything and pull this down, it'll go back in. So turn it on, crop it, fix it, then turn the visibility of it off. Perfect. Next one. Here we go. Zoom out. Turn on the visibility of the crop region. Okay. And when you do that, you'll notice the first time it actually starts to crop it. You don't have to turn it on. That's just kind of the way the software works the first time. I'm not sure why. And then turn it off and it stays cropping. Zoom in. Here we go again. Roof plan. Notice this is interesting. Right now it's not cropping. But the first time I turn this on, click, it starts to crop it and it turns it on. Okay, a lot of people don't know that. You just have to play with it a bit. So here we go. Zoom, zoom, bring it in. Okay, and then do that. Okay, it's not going to plot or print anyway unless you want it to. So you could technically leave the visibility on, but I find it annoys me. So I'm going to go to each one of these. I probably want to add some dimensions in here before I do my cropping. Click. Okay, good. Escape, escape, zoom out. Turn on the, watch what happens here. Turn on the visibility of the crop region. Good. And it also crops it at the same time. Okay, I might have a little bit of extra room on the right hand side here I don't necessarily need. And watch what happens if I start to bring this in. It'll actually bring in those datum lines. We'll talk about that in a different lesson, and we do have lots of CAD clips on scope boxes, crop regions, and datums. A full series on that. So turn that off, click. Okay, still going. North elevation. I'm going to take this guy and bring it down here. I'm going to have to take these grid lines here, pull them up a little bit. Use my dimension tool, do an overall dimension. Okay, zoom in a little bit, pick, and then continue doing some continuous dimensions. Again, zoom in, pick nothing, escape, escape. If you don't want to see this in the view, pick on it and say hide the element. It's gone. I want to leave mine in for the time being, so I'm just going to undo that. Okay, next elevation, south. This one I want to change to be hidden line, so it's like the other ones. Okay, I'm going to take this guy, pull him down. So really we're just doing our cleanup here. Pick, pick. Zoom in. Getting our views ready to be placed on sheets. Okay, crop region on. Escape, escape, pick on here. Pull these guys in. Not sure why I have my level tags on both sides. You can go in and turn the check mark off those if you want. Okay, turn the visibility off. This one's ready to go. West, pick on here, grab this grip, pull it down, tighten these guys up. Okay, this is just the line, these grips. This is the actual scope of the section itself. I might even want to flip that the other way. Might look better when I go into that section. Okay, turn the scope box or crop region on, tighten it up. So that's something I forgot about. The first time you turn the crop region on, it actually also triggers the cropping. Boom, turn that off, zoom, zoom. Section. Oh, it's already on, so all I need to do is pull this up, pull this out a bit. Okay, slap in some dimensions. Big overall. Zoom in if you have to. Place it. Escape, escape. Turn off the cropping. That one's ready. Maybe pull this section line down. Last section over here. Now notice how when I left here, I had this selected. Okay, so when I go to that section, which is here, it actually has the box highlighted because that actually is the view itself. Isn't that interesting? Okay, pull this stuff in. Okay, that looks good because this box right here is this box. If I bring this down and I go to here, I've brought that down. If I pull it back up and I go back to here, I've pulled this box back up. So it's, you can see that it's everything really is talking to each other. Let's nudge that over a little bit and pull this back. Okay, there's my other section. Turn off the visibility of the crop region. Slap in some dimensions. You can start to see how this is a little bit of fun after a while. Okay, when you really start going with it, it actually becomes a little bit fun, but don't tell your boss that. So there's a bunch of views all set up. So basically we've gone through all our views. and we've adjusted the view itself and the crop regions around all of them. Okay, notice there's a scale here. Okay, and once we drag it onto a sheet, we're going to notice the scale effect on our sheet.